Let's talk about steel rule dies. What is a steel rule die? Basically, steel rule means steel blade. And if we take one of those dies apart, this is what you'll see. Firstly, we have a very tough MDF block into which our design is cut using a laser. Then our steel rule or steel blade is inserted from the rear. And you can see here, we have a really deep, sharp blade. Now for protection, this is placed in a rigid plastic case, and finally a piece of foam rubber is adhered over the top. This foam rubber not only ejects your beautiful die cut shapes, but it also protects both the blade and your fingers. So let's place that down there and talk about our two most popular forms of steel rule die. We have originals and bigs. The originals work through our original die cutting machine, but the bigs and originals and all types of steel rule die will work through our wonderful Big Shot. So with a deep, thick blade like that, you would expect to be able to cut a lot more than card and paper stock, and you'd be absolutely right. A lot of people ask me exactly what can you cut with a steel rule die, and the answer is very simple. If you can cut it with scissors, then you can cut it with a Sizzix die. Let's have a look what we have here. We have a die layered with craft foam, leather, chipboard and felt. 4 very different materials. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all these 4 materials at the same time. So I'm going to make my sandwich with my cutting pads, place it into the machine like so, and gently wind it through. Now you'd expect with thick materials like chipboard and felt for this to be difficult, but it's just as easy as cutting a single sheet of paper. And there we have it. Out the other side, and we've got leather, we've got chipboard, we've got felt, and we've got our craft foam. Isn't that fantastic? Really crisp, neat cuts every single time. And with that kind of versatility, you can go way beyond paper crafting. Let's take a look at some of the projects we have here on our right. We've got home decor, we've got fashion, we've got our traditional card and paper projects, but look at this wonderful chipboard butterfly and these flowers here. What if I were to cut them out of, say, shrink plastic, for example? These are the kinds of beautiful effects you can get, and you can even make your own buttons. You can see just how versatile these dies are, but what about value for money? That's very important nowadays. If you have a look over here, we have a wonderful Christmas projects made just using one single die. That's our star die, which we just looked at before. We've got embossing foil, we've got chipboard, we've got this wonderful star garland made up of cork, hessian, balsa wood, ruffle board, pearlized card. You can even make your own embellished Christmas crackers. And look at this wonderful Christmas packaging here. This star motif was made by die cutting a piece of everyday household sponge and then stamped. Kids love this kind of thing. This is a great way to introduce kids to crafts as well. So we've got value for money, we've got versatility and endless creative potential.